done. We want to welcome back Alex Bass, who has followed quite a bit of high school football over the years. He's written entries for iHigh.com, various publications, periodicals. Alex, I'm guessing that the story of the week might have something to do with 4 winners out of the same conference.
First and foremost, Raider magic is back. People who haven't been longtime observers of high school football may not realize that there's something special in the air when the Richmond County Raiders don all gold. Gold helmets, gold jerseys, gold pants. Something special happens. The Raiders donned all gold 10 years ago in the 1998 state final when they beat Garner 36-6. Marcus Ellerby put on an absolutely fabulous show. They're in all gold against West Charlotte when they went 63-12, I believe it was, and all gold again tonight against Independence for a thrilling victory. What's a little different about this group and Raider Magic is a little more two-dimensional in terms of a great passing game. Darius Wiley, Lavelle Joy gives this Raider team a dimension that hasn't been a hallmark of a lot of Raider championship teams in the past. Richmond County will be very, very dangerous. But in addition to the Raiders, the Mid-Southeastern Conference made a statement, supposedly having been down, relatively speaking, the last couple of years. The Mid-Southeastern Conference in its last year of existence, 4 teams in the state championship games. The histories involving those schools, particularly the coaching pedigrees, Richard Bailey of Britt and his ties to Richmond County, Bob Paroli of 71st and his ties to Douglas Byrd. It's just a beautiful thing here. And then the other storylines, as we spoke about at the beginning of the season, Jack Britt is a state championship contender. They've never beaten Richmond County. And who do they have to beat to win it all? Bob Paroli took the Douglas Byrd Eagles to 4 straight state championship games from 1994 through 1997. He still never has won a championship. The winningest coach in North Carolina, winningest or second with Jack Holly, I forgot which one, but never having won a state championship. And who is Paroli going to have to go through to get one? Douglas Byrd. It's just a beautiful thing, great testament to the strength of the Mid-Southeastern Conference, which has proven itself as the strongest conference in the state this year.
Cumberland County has assumed power once again.
Well, let's don't go that far yet. Cumberland County hasn't won a championship in quite some time. I believe it was 1993 when Southview won. Don't hold me. I think that was the last time Cumberland County won. And Byrd had the 4-year run of state championship games. Richmond won in 1998. Cumberland County hasn't won in a while, though. So let's not go so fast. But
well, I'm just saying, yes, they have to like their odds. They certainly have enough horses in the race.
Absolutely.
Alex, 3 of the 7 Richmond County championships have come on the 8, something we reported earlier, 78, 88, and 98. So it would stand to reason that they would make a run to make it 4 on the 8s if they've got, if they get their game together next weekend. But tell me a little bit about your impressions of what happened to Independence. This was the team that rolled all season long, and tonight Richmond County just simply came up and they just flat out beat them.
It's not what happened to Independence, it's what Richmond County did. As I said a few seconds ago, Richmond County this year is a little more two-dimensional than even some of the great championship teams of the past. The passing and running combination of that Darius Wiley brings to the quarterback position is something that's not very common or hasn't been a hallmark of Richmond County teams of the past. Richmond County always is going to be strong on the ground, but this strong of a passing game to complement an always strong ground attack is something that's new. And it's what's taken the Raiders to another level. So not so much what Independence did, what Richmond County did. Richmond County won a great football game.
All right, we've got, why don't we reset with the 14 to watch, and we'll hit some of the scores, and we'll visit with you maybe on some of the smaller schools. So why don't we reset with some of tonight's results?
Let's do it.
Well, Independence atop the 14 to watch, no more. Richmond County goes on the road, picks up the 30-22 victory.
Dudley took care of business against Northeast Guilford 52-7 during the regular season. Identical 52-7 score again this week. Jacksonville Northside, though, takes its act on the road and is beaten at Tarboro.
Jack Britt, a winner over Wake Forest Roseville 27-16, while Rocky Mount falls at West Craven or to West Craven, 22-19.
Reidsville, 53-14, impressive over Forest Hills. And we mentioned that Wake Forest Rolesville falls to Jack Britt, 27-16 was that final.
South Point went to face top-seeded West Rowan, and West Rowan gets it done big time. 35-7 was the final there.
71st, continuing a great night of business in Fayetteville, a 27-6 winner over South Met.
Northeast Guilford, as mentioned, falling to Dudley, and West Rowan, as mentioned, the big win over South Point, and as mentioned, Richmond County, not no problem, but an 8-point win over Independent.
Hillside, the home team, but they fall to Douglas Byrd. 9-7 was that final. That was certainly a thriller. And then Byrd and Hillside, Alex, those Hornets, obviously they did pretty well, and I kind of had them favored on their home field. It's a real statement for Byrd to go up there and get it done.
Well, Douglas Byrd and Hillside, two very evenly matched teams. I found this to be arguably the most intriguing semifinal matchup. Your assessment that Hillside would have a slight advantage being on its home field was very accurate. I wouldn't argue with that at all. But you have to remember, this is a Douglas Byrd team that handed Richmond County a 42-7 defeat earlier this year, which is the worst loss in Richmond County history that I can remember. Granted, the Raiders were missing 9 starters, but nonetheless, Russell Stone has done a tremendous job with the Eagles program, reviving it to a degree in just a short time. So very, very good Douglas Byrd football team, which had proven itself and was every bit the equal of Hillside coming into the game and did what it had to do to get it done in the end.
We talked about all the success in Cumberland County. We head out to the Piedmont Triad. Dudley, just, coming on very, very strong. Reidsville's been strong. Pretty much a statement night for the folks out that way.
Nothing new. 2 defending state champions in Dudley in the 3AA classification, Reidsville in the 2AA classification, and both of them do what they've done so well over so many years. Dudley can run that ball with Ricky Lewis. Reidsville, I believe, will be going for its 16th state championship all-time next week. And Ray Butchie has just been absolutely tremendous last year and this year. Ray had a knee injury, or was coming off a knee injury heading into last year's state final against Shelby. And as was mentioned this evening, is recovering from a knee injury right now. And Reidsville, I'm not going to say that they're on the same level as Independence. I don't want to compare teams like that. But Reidsville has an uncanny ability, like Independence, to put teams in a position where if you do not have a regular passing game, Forest Hills barely had attempted 10 passes all season long. If you cannot pass consistently, then you're going to be hard-pressed to keep up with the team with the speed of Reidsville and that kind of a spread offense, and an athlete like Ray Butchie who can make things happen. Forest Hills, like I said, had passed barely 10 times all season, generated 26 points per se against a strong Cardinal Gibbons team under Mike Sheehan, not having to rely on the pass there. Not being able to pass, they couldn't get it done against Reidsville. Reidsville's going for another title.
All right, and I know there's some people celebrating in Mount Airy. We want to congratulate them on the...
Yeah, real quickly, Mount Airy 52-6 over Elkin. They advanced to the 1A title game against Williamston, and Thomasville 28-27 over Hendersonville in the 1AA. Thomasville will be playing East Bladen next weekend. Of course, News 14 Carolina, the 4AA state championship between Richmond County and those folks at Jack Britt. So that's a game that you'll be able to see here Sunday, 3 o'clock on News 14 Carolina.
And we'll also have all the championship games on Carolina On Demand, and that will happen the early part of the week following the championship games. So plenty to look forward to on News 14 Carolina and Time Warner Cable. Alex Bass, as always, we appreciate the visit. Thanks for setting the table for next week.
Looking forward to a great championship weekend.
For Alex and Jim, I'm Mike. Good night.
See ya.
Good night.
This program is a presentation of News 14 Carolina.